Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Pedal to the Metal podcast. I'm Chadwick, that's American Mech, and today we're going to start things off. I have a little tune for you all. Enjoy. That's it, man. That's what I have for a tune. Could you kind of hear that, or is it hard to
I
hear?
couldn't hear it. I could hear the beginning of it, but I couldn't hear the end.
Shit. Well, that's what it is. I'll have to record that on another device and share it with everybody soon. I'll make a video of it. We can play it during the podcast at some point. Uh, yeah, I like it a lot. I like how it sounds, and I've been just working on it and like practicing it. And there's one part with my pinky when I go from the C chord to the A minor to the E, where I'm putting the pinky on and taking it off like this, and that's the toughest part. And then I also do D chord as in dog, and then B minor, and then I do D, B minor, and then I do it's like a weird E chord, but to the right one. So I have my whole index finger covering the whole first fret, and then I have an E chord with my other part of my hand. So I do like a weird chord. I'm not sure what note that is, but it's covering the whole first fret with my index finger, and then I got the E chord there. So D, B minor, and then that weird chord, and then I switch back to the C, A minor, E, and then I add the pinky in sometimes on the third fret from the bottom, which is the E string on the bottom of the guitar on the third fret, and I take that on and off. But yeah, I wanted to like just tell people. I know like it's tough for some people who don't understand how guitar works, but that's for like my guitar lesson to people who kind of have an understanding of how the chords work and stuff. There's a lot of chords in that song. There's six or seven or eight or nine chords
You
with
use
the
the
pinky
pinky at
thing.
all?
Yeah, the pinky one is the tough part. So that's like the extra chords. But I think it sounds pretty good. I'm like happy with it because it really is something that you have to be skilled at the guitar to be able to play. And I came up with it. Uh, I just got it. I'd like to add some lyrics to it, hopefully at some point. And like I'll have to send you that. It sounds better when I like it sounds better when you can hear it properly. I think you were having a hard time hearing it, but yeah, man, playing music is a fantastic way to feel good sometimes,
I love writing my own songs.
for sure.
I got myself an electric guitar. I still play every now and then.
Yeah, man,
Might actually
it's
play tonight. I need to get myself an amplifier.
Yeah, I turned the volume all the way up when I played on the max, but I guess you still couldn't hear it. I know you said you're having issues. That's weird. But it's because I also have these headphones in, and that's how the audio is coming out. Is through these two headphones in my ears. These things, so it might not pick up on it as much if I just like take off. I used to have a nice like microphone. At some point, like that'd be kind of cool for us for in our podcast if we get some like higher quality microphones. And
Yeah, I plan on getting like this nice, really
yeah,
high-end microphone that's a meant for a podcast and
yeah, that would be
maybe
nice
be
because that would be fantastic because then it would be like we're on the radio basically. We would be like we'd be like on the we would have our own radio station if we have our own mics. It's really something to have them. I used to have a nice one. A Rode microphone was the brand name. It was called RHODE. But I have this thing called a Focusrite, and you connect the Focusrite to your computer or your laptop or whatever you have, and then you plug in uh, your microphone into that. So it works really well.
oh, I still have it over here. I used to have this guy, which was a
Yeah.
blue ball,
Oh,
but
that thing's kind of cool, man. That thing's like
but
has a vintage
it,
look to it.
it stopped working. This was 7, 8 years old. It stopped working though.
I like the look to it though. It's kind of neat looking. It's kind of a pain though because you can only set it up on the desk, so you have to talk probably closer to it. Whereas if you have one of the, you'd have to have it on some type of anchor or something. Uh, yeah,
Yeah, it completely stopped working. I don't know why, but it doesn't work anymore. Guess it's old, doesn't work, but yeah, kind of breaks. I'm gonna get a new one. I'm gonna get a better one than that. That's a blue ball.
yeah. Let's get some good mics in the future if we can. That'd be a big step up for our podcast. I mean, what I can hear you fine now, and you can hear me fine now. This works perfectly fine what we're doing. But hey, let's keep upgrading. Let's keep getting better stuff. If we're gonna stick with this, we might as well be comfortable and have a nice setup and be able to hear each other well and be able to like have it as good as most enjoyable as possible for us both. Like, yeah, this works good though. I'm happy with my setup. I just have these two earpieces in right now, and we just have to keep working with what we got here, man. Pedal to the metal.
Yeah, there was
Uh,
this one mic that I really want that's some gaming mic and it looked really nice.
cool. Hey, how you doing, man? So yeah, I started this out with the music. Do you have any good topics tonight? Anything interesting?
Got my first paycheck. I think I'm gonna start saving up for a bow.
Yeah, bows are very cool, man. I think a bow and arrow would be kind of cool for you to have something like that.
I think I'm gonna get a compo bow. I think those are the stronger ones, right?
I don't know which is stronger, but there's compo bows and and crossbows. So yeah, they're very skilled pieces to have, from what I understand. I've only messed around with them a couple times, nothing serious. So I can't say I have a lot of experience with them, but I've like seen a lot of videos about them and stuff and learned about them from other people who do use them consistently, and there is a lot of work and time that you have to put into them to be able to have that on target point, especially if you're thinking about, I know you were talking about going hunting. You want to make sure that you can get whatever animal that you're hunting after in one shot and be the kill shot without having to make it go through pain is the most respectable and also the most uh, skillfully respected way to do things in hunting.
Down here we got boars, so I think I'm going after boars.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen people go after boars with with uh, crazy weaponry, like videos where they're just like blasting them with things like machine guns and like one after another. Not so much humanely, but they're just like overpopulated in some areas, so they take them out real quick, and that's okay, I guess, for whatever reason. At
They
least
also have deer down there. I saw. Maybe
they
I'll
have
try to get
what?
myself some deer. Deer,
Somewhat deer.
deer.
Oh deer. Oh, there's deer in Florida. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
I
what
bet
my
there is.
girlfriend.
Yeah. Not as much as in Pennsylvania, but there's probably some deer in Florida. That's a good hunt, is a deer. If you can hunt deer, the venison is fantastic. Lasts make make venison jerky, and that stuff will last you a long time. Got it. You're gonna get a lot of meat from one of those things, so you got to figure out how you're gonna use it, what you're gonna do with it all. You don't want it to just go to waste if you're gonna hunt a deer. You got to figure out who else might be interested in eating it. I mean, this is my personal opinion. This is my personal like value is if you're gonna hunt something, use it to as much potential as possible. Some people are less like this and they don't care, and that's fine. Nothing I can do about it, whatever. But if you can eat the whole, I mean, if you can eat the whole deer, this much of the meat as possible, and use
I
it to
wonder
as
if I
much
could make
as possible.
deer jerky out of it.
Yeah, great. Yeah, it's good stuff. You can, dude. That's fantastic stuff, man. It, it sucks because how the regulations work, and I don't know if in the future we have Donald J. Trump in office now and stuff. So the rules are if you go hunting for deer in Pennsylvania and you get them yourself, then you get the meat. Can't sell that on the market because it wasn't from a uh, factory slash like a place where they grow their own deer. But I don't know the whole safety and precaution behind it all, but uh, if you could hunt wild game and sell it or get it tested and then sell it, I think that's the best way to go about it. If you could do it that way, that'd be kind of cool if we could hunt some more deer in Pennsylvania because there's overpopulated. They're running in front of cars, so we gotta kill off some of the population and use that meat if we can. Whether it's feeding animals or feeding something humans on Earth, there's hungry people everywhere. So if we could feed them with that meat, I think that we could send it
Also,
to all over the world. Doesn't even if it's not FDA approves or whatever in America, we could sell it to a third world country that's hungry. This deer meat and hunt some more deer in Pennsylvania and kill off some of it. I mean, deer are beautiful. I mean, they're beautiful animals and they're wonderful animals and they're fantastic to watch and admire them, but they're overpopulated and they're hurting people by riding in front of cars. They need to, if we can do something about that, I think it would be good. And
I'm going
we
after
have to
turkeys as well.
respect the population of them as well. We don't need to kill off. I don't know, deer. There's just
I'm
so
going
many
at,
of them.
I'm going after turkeys as well. Gonna get some nice turkeys.
Yeah, turkey is fantastic meat. I think, from what I understand, from what I read, I don't know if you think this is true or not about turkey meat, that it makes you sleepy when you eat it. Have you ever heard that?
It does. I've had turkey and it makes me sleepy.
Hmm. I don't know. I guess there's something in it, and there's some type of chemical in it that causes people to be more sleepy, from what I've like learned. So yeah, it's good meat though. It tastes good. Yeah, I like this. I like the turkey skin, particularly the turkey skin on the meat. Are you a fan of this turkey skin?
Hmm. Yeah.
It's just good, yeah. You can put like flavoring on it, make it tasty. The wild turkey's a bit more gamey, a bit more chewy, from what I understand, is what I was saying.
You know, it'd be pretty nice coming home for Thanksgiving, being like, Mom, I got dinner. I got his turkey.
Yeah, yeah, that's cool. That's 100% with a good shot with your bow. That's a good animal to hunt. That's a great animal to hunt with a bow.
They have them down here. I looked it up.
Yeah, they have them in Pennsylvania too, man. They have them in Florida, I'm sure. Um, they're all over the East Coast, as far as I know. That's like one of the animals that people hunted all the way back since 1776, when our country was founded, man. This is the wild turkey. It's good meat, good animal to hunt, eat. Yes, 100%. Mm, turkey. Let's go.
Be like, don't worry, Mom. I'll go kill this one. I got us.
Mm. You know what I want to do when I go to Florida is go fishing. They got awesome fish out there to eat. I would be all about that. Or crab or something else, whatever they got out. They've got all kind. I'm sure all kinds of things that you can catch in the ocean. That's good.
Think about getting myself like a nice little fishing boat as well so I can go out fishing during the day. Like a big one.
Bro, you're
Like
rocking back and forth hard right
so
now, bro. You go rocking back and forth. You're like going like woo woo woo. You've been doing that for like 10 minutes. It's just like, dang, dude. I mean, do what do you. Keep going if that's what you like to do. I'm just like looking at you. It's kind of fun. It's something I noticed. But what were you saying? You getting a fishing boat? You're thinking about?
I'm thinking about getting one. A nice
Nice.
cheap
Heck yeah.
something.
You said you're in Port Charlotte, Florida, man. That's a port. It's like they got port. If it's a port, they got fish. They got a lot of that around there, I bet. Nah. Is that known for like a fishing area or nah?
Mm-hmm.
What type of fish are they known for in Port Charlotte?
I don't know, but they have fish there.
What you popping a Zin in, bro? I'm about to pop an Alpen. Hmm.
Yeah, I just got my first paycheck, so I gotta buy some.
Yeah, I recommend this one. This is my favorite. It's the tropical fruit. I got the 6 milligram,
Ooh,
but they got 3 milligram, 6 milligram, and 9 milligram. You could
try the
try the
9 milligram.
nine. Yeah, I was gonna say you might as well try the nine at this point. That's the first one I got was the wintergreen nine. But the I'd say get the tropical fruit nine would be the best.
Does the 9 actually give you a nicotine buzz?
Fuck yeah, it does.
Nine. That is so good.
Yeah, bro, you're about to get lit on some nines. You gotta get the 5 pack, so you get five at a time when you order them on the Elp website, and it's like $30 or something like that. I think it's like 10 off your first order. I think I can find you that some deal or something. Man,
Is there like 10% coupon or something?
yeah, there's something. Yeah, I think these ones are actually the only ones that I like anymore is the tropical fruit. To be honest, more than anything else that I've had. I don't even like. There's three other flavors. I feel like the tropical fruit is the only one that I care for. And like when I first had the wintergreen one, it was really good and I enjoyed it. And I thought it was the best thing ever. And then I had the cool mint and that was okay. And I was like, oh, that's great. And then I had this other one, whatever it is. I still have 4 more packs of them. It's the refreshing chill. I don't like this one. I didn't. I haven't. I had like two of these. I don't really care for it, but I'm gonna do them because I have them. But probably, but I don't like the refreshing chill, so I don't recommend that one, but you gotta try it. You do have to try it though. So maybe I'll just like send you one of those actually. Yeah, I
Okay,
could yeah, I could send you one if you wanted to pay for shipping. Um so yeah, if you wanted to do that, we could send that.
I don't have a
There's
credit
cause
card
and
yet.
don't yeah, the only thing is I just don't like them. That's why I want to send them to you. No, you should try the good ones before you try that one anyways. The tropical fruit, man. You gotta get the tropical fruit, good stuff. That's the one I think you'll like it. It's not overpowering. It doesn't make your mouth burn like the mint ones do. It has a good like fruit flavor to it. You can put it anywhere in your mouth. The if you put the mint ones in like the mountain wintergreen, if you're not a somebody who's been using pouches for a while, I did Zen before this for like a year or two. It'll burn in your lip if you put that wintergreen in. It'll really burn your mouth off. The 9 milligram, dude. Nicotine is an addictive drug. It's an addictive. Wait, nicotine is a warning. This product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I have to say about that.
I need to open up a bank. Like, I mean, a bank account. What bank should I go with?
Yeah, man.
I had Wells Fargo, but I want to switch banks.
Yeah, we can.
I
We've
think
talked
I've done
about
with
that.
Suncoast.
We've definitely talked about that. I had a question for you, actually. I had some good topics here that are even more
I think
fun than
he's
that
gonna
one.
go with Santos.
All right, Mech, if you could have a food truck, what would your dream food truck be right now? Like today, like 2025. Today is February 23rd.
Burgers, burgers, fries, cheesesteaks, um, yeah, burgers, fries, cheesesteaks, and tacos.
Nice. Burgers, fries, cheesesteaks, tacos. That works out well. Yeah, that could work. I like that idea. That's fantastic. And I'm glad you added tacos in because that was like the first kind of thing we started off our podcast on when you were talking about the taco truck. But those all
Yeah,
mix well. Yeah, you could
it's
even do like
easiest thing to make.
you could literally do cheesesteak rolls with burger meat on them too, and that'd be kind of cool. Something a little different. Call it a cheesesteak burger, but the meat should be grounded up instead of yeah. Or it could be all kinds of things, however you want to do it. But yeah, that's good. Good choice. Good choice. Glad you were
It
thinking.
would be
That's
called
what.
the next food truck.
Yeah. I can see it, man. Beautiful truck, and you
There'll
doing
also
that
be a
because
dragon on the food truck. There'll
yeah.
be a sick design.
Yeah, I brought this up because that's something we first started talking about in our podcast when we started doing this was you doing the taco truck and we had the idea of it also happened the logo being the dragon that you drew. Our
Not my
podcast
dragon. There's gonna be way cooler dragons.
yeah, there's the podcast dragon. Where is it? You have your book on you?
Oh yeah, I got it right here.
Yeah, that's the dragon right here on this coaster I have that you were thinking about putting on your taco truck originally that you drew. And then I took it and I put it into Adobe Photoshop. That's how I made this coaster. And your book was I added on Adobe Photoshop this black background. He drew the original dragon with the colors and the colored pencils. Two-eye dragon, very important, shooting ice out of its mouth instead of fire. And then I added like the black siding around it. It was real easy. I just cut out the dragon. Originally, what I did was I cut it out. Yeah, that is on your book. Beautiful. And then I added the background to that, the American flag. This one I added a blue background. It says Pedals to the Metal podcast or a podcast. Uh, Originally, all I did was in Photoshop was cut it out using the cut tool or something like that, or like the one where it just automatically finds the drawing that he did with his drawing that he sent me through. I think he took a picture of it on his phone originally. So he did the drawing, he took a picture on his phone, he sent the picture to me. I cut it out on Adobe Photoshop, and then I added the background on that book. Did I add the? Can I see that picture of the dragon one more time? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I added the black on the siding before I uh, cut it out or something, and then real simple if you understand Adobe. Simple stuff, but it's kind of cool though because it was original art by Mech and he drew it by hand, and then I added my digital touch of art to it. So it's like a combination of our art together, and that's our logo for our Pedal to the Metal podcast right now at the moment. And also, he was thinking about putting that on his food truck. Yeah, man, that's good stuff. That's beautiful drawing, man. Thank you for making that for our podcast. It's so awesome, and we have it in our contracts too. Eventually, me and Mech are gonna see what we can do with this dragon. Make him. I said I was gonna make a video with it, but I've been slacking. I have to do that still. We already came up with the whole idea for a video for it. All
Yeah,
right, man.
you should put me with a bow and like people coming after me, and I'll be like with a bow.
Yeah.
Make me with a war here, just going at people.
Uh,
Going
Yo,
at
man.
targets or something.
Do you have any dreams that you think should be movies?
I love movies.
Do you have any dreams that you think should be movies? Like dreams that you've had that you think should be movies? Is that a tough question? It might be too tough. I just have these topics like written down so I can go from like one to another. But is that something that interests you in talking about that one?
Wait, repeat that?
Do you have any dreams that you've had in your life that you think should be movies? Like starting with the first episode on a dream. Like, do you think you have any dreams that could be like Hollywood blockbusters? Like like Oscar winner dreams that could be movies?
I had this one dream where I was in like a Star Wars movie and I had a lightsaber and then I was like um not Luke Skywalker, I was I was a good guy. I was taking on Darth Maul and he was just coming after me and I was using the force against him. And I was just straight up battling him with my lightsaber just and I was doing a bunch of flips. And I actually ended up winning the fight.
Nice.
And then
Okay.
the troops actually came after me, and I deflected all the bullets. And actually, bullets went right back at them and killed them. So there was a couple of them that should be movies, but it was pretty sweet.
Nice. Actually, yeah, I have a more interesting question that I just thought of. Okay. What would be like the best sauce ever to make? Like the best like what do you like? What's your favorite type of sauce?
Favorite type of sauce?
I think I know, but I'm just gonna ask you. Uh, yeah. I'll write down what I
Oh,
think
my
you.
favorite
Wait, hold up!
sauce.
Don't say it. Think I'm gonna write down what I think you're gonna say. See, I wrote it down. So now you say it, and I'm gonna turn my card around and see if I was correct on your favorite sauce. What's your
Oh no,
favorite sauce?
Guac and chips.
Yeah, sauce though, that's not really a sauce.
Hot sauce count?
It does, and guess what? I wrote down in my card, dude. Hot sauce. I wrote hot sauce. I was right. I'm glad I got that one. Dude, I was right. See, I guessed it before you said it. I knew it. Because that's what we were talking about, is you making your own hot sauce at one point. You were trying it. That's why I guessed that one. See how good this is? This is like podcast shit. This is real viral shit, ladies and gentlemen. This is how long me and Mac have been doing the pod. I literally wrote that down, not knowing what he was gonna guess. But yeah, he said guac first, so that kind of pissed me off because I was thinking he would say hot sauce first, and then but guac is not a sauce, so I got him on that one. But yeah, that's it,
Sure.
ladies and gentlemen.
I don't. It could
I
be
wrote it
amazingly
down
soft.
on the card, dude. I did not show you. That's crazy. I made sure to write it before you said it. It's backwards on the. But yeah, you do a flip. You'll see I wrote hot sauce. It's crazy. What are you
I love
thinking,
guac
man?
though and chips.
Yeah, fuck me too. Yeah, fuck yeah. I was actually just talking to somebody tonight about that avocados. They were saying or have this thing called magnesium in them, and it's really good after you've done like some working out or something, or like some exercises to have guac, according to this person that I was speaking with. And I mentioned I don't care for eating like avocados like this person does, but I do eat guacamole, and that stuff is great because it's mixed in with some hot. I like it mixed in with some like peppers and stuff, or like some like that flavoring, other flavors and stuff like that. But that's good stuff is guac, and the issue with it though is once you open it up and you start dipping, if you're doing something like chips or whatever you're doing, dipping into it with, if that's what you do, that's what I do, is that it goes bad really fast. If you don't eat it all, and within a few days, it doesn't go bad, but it starts to color and like have this not as fresh. It just looks like it's not as fresh. I think it's still edible, but you want to eat it right away when you have that guac, because I usually get it like pre-packaged if I buy it. I gotta make my own though, man. That stuff is good, 100%. It's easy
Oh, I
to
gotta
make
find a
from what I
recipe on how to make
understand. I've been lazy on it, but I think I'm getting some tomorrow because you're literally the second person to mention avocado and guac to me today, and I'm all about it now at this point. I'm gonna make my own though. I'm gonna get some avocados and figure. I'm gonna look up a recipe. I'll probably ask Grok. Grok 3 just came out, and it's fantastic, man. AI technology is improving so fast, you have no idea what it's capable of. You can literally ask it to make a video game for you now, and it will create one that we played if you wanted to create. It's getting there. It's getting to that point. It's still has work in progress to do, and it's
to
gonna
make a
happen fast.
game.
You can ask it to make a video game like a simple one. Think Pong, think Pac-Man is a tough one for it to make probably, but you can make it have the beginning kind of ideas of what it's capable of doing and creating games is it's actually capable of doing these things, making this code that's so hard to make normally. It would take a lot of time to do something similar. You can if you can create your own games, you think about the what you can do with it in general is like all kinds of things. But man, it's just and that's just like that's just a factor of what it can do, of showing what it can do on top of what it can actually do, and what it will be able to do is even crazier. Staying on top of it, man. It's if you have a smartphone, or you were thinking like back in the day, like wow, what does a smartphone do? Am I gonna start using a smartphone? Smartphones are like it's AI is far ahead. It's like you got to stay on top of technology and understand it, I think. But it can also cause a lot of issues, and a lot of people trust it for things that are false as well. There's things that it does wrong, and things that it doesn't tell. It's you have to correct. It's if you've been using it since the start, you understand it better. But it can really mess up the world too. At the same time, it can make the world a crazier place. In China recently, China had an AI robot, and they had it at a festival, at like a music type of venue type of thing where they were showing off this humanoid robot in China, and it ended up the robot attacking humans in the audience. It ran this robot attacked. I know, Mac, you like robots. You're into robots and how building them and stuff. This robot that was built in China was at a music thing type of thing, and it ran after. It was in the audience. A big audience was listening to this event, and there was a robot, and it ran up and it attacked a human. It like physically like tried to fight a human, and that's not good because if that's depending on what China was trying to do or whoever created that there. We don't, we want AI to be positive towards humanity rather than negative towards humanity. As humans, that's our goal is to live on and for our species to exist for as long as possible. I believe that's my goal is for humanity to.
You know, we
I'm
need
on Team
we need
Humanity. Yeah, man.
you know what we need to make, like, human robots, but ones that we can control, that can, like, we can make them fight each other. Like, this one movie that I saw, that they can make them bots, but we can control them by, like, our boxing moves. Dude, they actually made money off of, like, these boxing robots. I'd love to, like, make that into real life. Like, they were actually able to, like, control these freaking robots and actually literally build them. This was actually a pretty sweet movie. Like, why can't this be in real life? Like, actually have robots that we can control and just actually make them box each other.
Yeah, like a video game, and they have to practice at the maybe possibly like practice at your skill level with like a controller, like a Xbox 360 or Xbox One or whatever the newest controller is, where you have to like control your robot. So you make sure like so it's not it has to be like if you're playing another player, you both have like the same robot or something. But the skill matters on something like the joystick and how much you control it and you click the buttons at the right time. Does that sound like something?
Yeah, it's kind of like that, but they're human-sized robots that they
Yeah.
were actually able to, like, control with their physical bodies, and they were able to control the actual robots that they built, and they were literally just boxing them, and whichever one wasn't able to move last won, that survived. They actually won money.
hmm Yeah, that's cool. I could see that. Yeah, man, that's something that can happen. Let's see here. We got the sauce off. We were talking about sauce here. All right. If the aliens invade, do you have like a survival guide? Like, what would you do if aliens invaded Earth?
Hmm. Well, it's a good thing I'm getting a bow because I would want to make sure I don't get any of those arrows.
Nice. Good one. Good point.
Kill them
That's
all.
a good one. Dream.
Plus, I would have want to make sure I got a gun. But come on, motherfucker,
Yeah, man.
to defend them. Either that or a mace. I think I want a mace instead of a gun. Cause that way I can just like swing that fucker.
All right. Speaking of aliens, bro, I got the alien NFTs, bro. This is Visitor 751, artwork by Mike Mitchell. I purchased it as an NFT, non-fungible token on the blockchain back when, like 2021, and I got commercial rights to it, so I can make like the design. I got three of them on me. I got this one. It's like a blue one with like blood, teeth, a yellow hat. This is the main one, Visitor 751. I got the vegetable visitor. He's like a snowman. He's got like a carrot nose and like those teeth that are like his snowman teeth. And then on the bottom, I also have like one. I don't think. Uh, yeah, I don't have that one on there, but they're all NFTs. I got the wolf on the back by Miles uh Aaron. He created that one. So like they're just like cool things that I purchased with cryptocurrency, and I can use them on like my designs and stuff that I do. And they have like communities behind them. It's like gaming communities. Like if you're into gaming and you use Discord at all or things like that, you can build like communities and like you're all into the same thing. Like we're all into this different artworks and stuff, and like we all own like in the community. A lot of the people own the artworks of these different things. There's like 10,000 different aliens that were created. So like each one has like their own different uh different style to them and different things on them. Whether it's the purple bandana around the eyes and the duck beak and the business suit, or it has just a blue face, the color of the skin, the hat, teeth, etc. Like all I'm saying here. But the person made this stuff with like generative art technology, so they created each of the pieces, whether it was the hat, the eyes, the mouth, the different features, and they put it into this program that generated 10,000 of them out of these different art pieces that they made with digital art, and it randomly put them onto them, and then people could purchase them, and like lots of people purchased NFTs at one point. There were these things like called the Bored Ape Yacht Club, and also crypto punks and things like that. They're the most famous ones that people purchased, and like it was this big thing for a while. And blockchain technology is kind of cool. Uh, Donald J. Trump is all about Bitcoin at the moment. Anyways, man, that was the other topic. NFTs was one that was important to talk about according to tonight's topic list.
What is Bitcoin?
Yeah, what is Bitcoin? Exactly. What is Bitcoin? Good question. What do you think Bitcoin is?
I really don't know.
But you've heard of it before, right?
Um,
Like before I mentioned it.
I don't remember what Bitcoin is. I've heard of it.
You know what like the logo of Bitcoin looks like?
No.
It's like a round orange color around this B letter with two lines down the B, like a dollar sign, a B with a dollar sign on it.
Uh,
Yeah,
I haven't seen it actually.
that's right. Yeah, it's really not important to you then, so it doesn't matter. But it's something that's like people kind of use it as a way to transfer money around. It's like you have your own bank account and you control your own money instead of going to a bank. You are the bank, kind of, and you can use that Bitcoin to purchase things. You can use it to hold and invest in long term and see hopefully it grows. Hope or you can use it to escape like this the main banking system.
Cool.
What you doing, man?
Not much.
We're at 51 minutes. You want to go for like another 10 minutes and then close out?
I go all night. I'm actually staying up all night.
Oh shit. Yeah, fuck
I'm
yeah.
on night shift, brother.
Yeah, man. I feel you. Um, can I
Yeah,
do
it's
it?
something
Can
that
we do an intermission and you kind of talk about something while I go get uh something to drink and like
I should make a vodka drink.
I'll get a
Put
shot
sugar in
and
the
I'm gonna get some
vodka.
more water. I got a shot of
Why don't
something
you
I
just
can.
make a mixed drink?
I'd rather just take a shot than a mixed drink.
Okay,
Yeah. And then like chase it with I got some iced tea that's really good.
sounds good.
You have a topic to talk about while I go grab that?
Yup,
All right. All right, Mick, give us a entertainment while I'm gone here.
I will. Well, I plan on fixing up my dirt bike.
Nice.
I plan on selling my dirt bike. Plan on getting a motorcycle. Um, hmm, gonna gonna start riding my bicycles during the day after I'm done work. Um, there's a couple places near me that I'll probably be taking my bicycle to. There's a couple cool trails. Probably take my dirt bike out for a test run before I take sell
All
it.
right.
Probably gonna sell it for a grand, 1,200. Not sure. When it's all fixed up. TTR 230. 2005. It's an old one. Thought I wanted it's brand new. It's a nice one. Tires are used, obviously. And there's American Chadwick. The great the Chadwick. Oh, it's the great the Chadwick. Oh, my glory.
Alright, man. Kumpai. Got a
And
kumpai.
Guten Tag.
Oh, you said Guten Tag. That's ich bin Deutsch, ja. Guten Tag, ich bin Chadwick. Mein Name ist Chadwick of Pennsylvania, America. Uh, ich spreche Deutsch nicht gut. Uh,
Guten Tag. Ushna.
es ist wunderbar.
Ushna. I don't even know what I'm saying.
Das Wetter ist gut. Prima.
Ushna. Guten Tag.
Yeah, so that is Deutsch. I took German in college for a semester and then I failed it and then I tried to take it again with some faggot teacher, I have to say it. And I failed it a second time, but the first one was with a beautiful, wonderful elderly woman. Apparently, she died after our semester together, but she actually spent some time with me one on one and tried to help me out, but I still failed her class because the German professors were tough at Westchester University, and then I took Russian for a semester, and I really worked hard at German though. That's what I tried my hardest, my best at, and I spent a lot of time on, and I learned a lot of words and stuff, and I still failed that class. And then I took Russian, Ruski. Здравствуйте, как дела? У меня человек. And I got an A in that class, but I spent a lot of time one on one with that teacher because that teacher was fantastic and like wonderful to learn from one on one. Having that opportunity to speak with someone who's from that country. I think she was from that country. Her name was uh, I forget her name. But anyways, like learning different things, different about different countries and about different philosophies in terms of uh, culture was important to me and still is. The reason I chose those two was because I like the music from their countries. I like the German music and the Russian music. Two awesome music videos, listening to them on YouTube and stuff was fantastic. And like I like to listen to them even though I didn't understand them. And so then I started taking the language and like respecting the culture by listening to the teacher speak about their country a little bit and stuff. And yeah, I went for marketing, I went for business, and I still got to learn from like Asian teachers as well. And they taught me things like about that cult. It's just like different things you learn from these people. And business was important. I learned, and a community college was fantastic even before I went to Westchester University because I was in business club and I got to go to like cool places such as QVC headquarters, and I got to go to New York City to like a big corporate. tall building and go up and see all of that. But no, man, it's just like the things that I've learned through work as well in my life and stuff. It's like it's just crazy. Um, Working different jobs. Where did I even start with all this? But
I
uh,
also want to learn Spanish because, like,
oh yeah,
while working, there's so many Spanish people that speak Spanish, even in the workplace,
yeah.
which is annoying.
Hola,
Like,
¿cómo
I
estás?
know
Bien. Uno,
Spanish,
dos, tres, cuatro,
but
cinco, seis.
and there's some that just speak Spanish that don't even know English, which is what I hate. Because you would think you're in the country, you should know English, but I I get it, I guess, but.
Yeah, we're kicking all these stupid illegals out of our country. They should never have been here. They're ruining our country, taking our jobs, not paying taxes. ICE is hopefully going to get a lot of them out of here. But anyways, culture is also awesome, and I respect different cultures and people of all over the world for everything that's different in them. Whether it's India, Namaste, or Japan, where it's Konnichiwa, or it's uh, France, Bonjour, comment ça va? Je m'appelle Shavik. Or it's, you got uh, Italy. I never really learned that. I tried to like, I thought about learning Italian, but then it's such a small country and a waste of my time. I figured, nah, Chinese would be cool, but that one, because like that's a major culture, but it's or a major country with lots of people who speak it, but it's one of the toughest languages to learn. Ni hao, Bajau, Chadwick. Freaking. Uh, what other countries? Feel like I'm missing some stuff here, but bro, Japan is a
I
country that
want
I
to learn
went to.
Spanish.
Japan is literally the most awesome country that I have ever gone to. It's one of the only countries I've gone to. But the people there are wonderful, and the things that you can see there and do there are fantastic. It's an amazing time. People dress up, people do all kinds of things. You can be different. It's hard. Most of them don't even speak English, so it's tough and it's a challenge. And the country is clean, safe for the most part. Uh, for the most part, there's some places that are a little dirty and reckless, but the majority of Japan is fantastic. From what I ventured into in 2019 during October, I went during the Halloween time, celebrated Halloween there. I was in Kyoto when I did that and got to kind of party with them and experience a lifetime of memories in all of that area. Had to take the Shinjuku train to get there, or the, no, sorry, not the Shinjuku, the Sh- Shibuya. I forget the name of the train, but I went to Shinjuku, Shibuya. Yeah, man, it's so great that country. Um, Travel there is easy. Train, get on the train. The train takes you everywhere. You don't need a car in Japan. You don't need one. So fast. Put your change into the machine and go. What do you think of Japan?
I don't know much about Japan. Aren't they advanced though? They're more advanced than us, right?
Yeah, they have a better transit system than us, 100%. I was looking for some coins that I had that were important. I could only find this one here. This is a really important coin in Japan. It's really dirty because at the moment, but on the back, see this it says 100. That's about a dollar, a US dollar, the same as like a dollar in the United States. Actually, our currency is worth a little bit more than theirs actually, which is nice and convenient a little bit. But this one you can use for a lot of things. You don't want to lose these coins because I actually had a pocket full of them at one point, and I was like I had when I was there, I was traveling, and I dropped a bunch of coins out of my pocket. But that's a lot of money because these coins can be like a dollar or more each. They can be even more, and I lost a bunch of them at one point. But these can be used at their transit systems, their train systems. They have like a computer system, and you put your coins into the computer system when you're picking your ticket on where you want to go. And you pop these things into the machine. They're the most convenient way to do it, and that's how you get from place to place. It's a few of those coins, and tell where you want to go. That's how you get there. And it's so easy, man. It's like I can go all the way across the whole country on a train, most of the country on the train. Um, High speed trains, and they show up like on time every like on the dot every like 5 minutes, one after another. So like you don't have to think of some of them you might think if you've seen like videos where people are like packed on and pushed on the train. I never experienced that. There was always plenty of room on the train, and it was very comfortable, nice seats, and uh, also I wasn't like going out during. There was one area where it was more packed, but I forget where that was. But I went. I literally just traveled day by day when I was there. I went from place to place without thinking too much about what I was going to do the day before until I'd like look up my phone. Where do I go next? Like, what's the best thing to do next? And wherever I ended up at night, I would buy a capsule hotel, which was like 30 or 40 or 50 US dollars. So around less than 10,000 yen, which is 100 US dollars, but it was like 60,000 yen at most to stay in a capsule hotel and most commonly. And I would crash there wherever I ended up in that area if I could find one. But there were a couple nights where I actually just like didn't even sleep in any place. I slept outside like a homeless person in Japan. I slept on the street or like this. Yeah. There's like no, it was like I went to McDonald's and like slept. It was like there's just and I felt like I blended in with the people because there was some people did the same thing that were Japanese, but I tried to blend in with the culture. I got my hair cut when I was there. My hair was like really long, maybe like to here, and I got it cut all the way up to like here when I was in Japan. That's the last time I got a haircut actually was 2019 in Japan, and I got it to here. So this is all since I went to Japan in 2019. All of this, then that's the haircut thing there was cool. I went into this haircuttery, and the dude actually spoke some English, but I kind of just wanted to get my haircut there and experience it. Trying to get a haircut from someone who couldn't speak English good, but
I'm
that's
thinking
a
about getting a haircut myself. I don't know what kind of style I should get.
Yeah, I ate a lot of like ramen when I was in Japan. It's really good, man. They put so ramen is like this like soup type of thing. It's got like broth in it and it's got like noodles in it, and then it has like a like just some good meat. I usually got with like beef, like slices with like beef or like something like that, and then it has a cut boiled egg in it usually as well, so you get that protein. Oh man, that was like it was like so inexpensive. I got a lot of that there. It was one of my favorite meals. Like, you know, you can't get it here in the U.S. like that. And then there's sushi, fantastic. I know you might not have had sushi yet, but that stuff is fantastic in Japan, much better than anything I've had here in the U.S. Um, things like the
Would you
fried
want to go
octopus
again?
balls. What's that?
Would you want to go again?
Fuck yeah, dude. I'm trying to go back to Japan, man. I'll take if we can go together at some point, that would be dope. I went alone the first
We
time, which
plan it like
I'm happy
next
with.
year.
Yeah, it's not too much money really to save up. It's only, a couple grand can get you a long ways, but more than that, you can have more fun, but that's enough to get you there and have a good time.
I'll save up a couple grand. We can
Yeah,
plan
I
it
already
all in
know how to get
advance.
around,
We
dude.
can do
That'd be sweet. I could show us how to get places and take us further in deeper into that country because I only went so deep the first time. I could go a little deeper the second time. Go all the way to Hiroshima where the nuclear blast went off when we nuked Japan in World War II with the atomic bomb.
sweet.
I didn't get to go that deep in. I was on the Tokyo side. Yeah,
That sounds like a plan then. How much should I save up, you think? Like 2 grand, 3 grand,
yeah, three.
4?
I think three is good.
Maybe I'll save up 4 grand.
Yeah, four is better. Two is enough though. So, 2 to 4, that's good. I think two is, I think it's enough still. If you know how to like make money last and you are frugal, eh, like I was when I went, 2 grand will be enough, I think. If you want to have a good time, really spend it and really be on a
I'm thinking
vacation,
like
four.
4 or 5,
Yeah.
because then I can
Yeah,
buy
five
some
is even
beer,
better. Yeah. But
especially if they have kegs and whatnot. We can just have a kegger down there.
nah, that ain't what it's
Come
about.
on, we got kegs.
Nah, bro, kegs ain't what it's about in Japan. It's about traveling and seeing all the things there, man. The different historical castles. They got temples. They got
Oh,
culture,
you're right.
like the very different how they do things. Everything from when you see people there and you want to say you want to respect them or you want to say thank you. How you say thank you in Japan is you stand up and you instead of saying like thank you or like shaking their hand thank you, you just do this thank you. Like you bow and that's like respectful. That's like hello. Uh we're good. It's awesome. The whole different thing. Um fuck yeah, man. And they got the great food, fantastic food, some of the best Kobe beef is what it's called. It's the highest quality beef, like steak meat in the world. Some good stuff. Beautiful, beautiful. Um, parks, uh, fantastic food, beautiful women, uh, awesome stores and shops, historical places to visit and see, the fish, the koi fish, lots of koi fish ponds. Um, the scenery, the experience of having to figure things out. It's awesome.
Hmm. Do I pour most of the money or do I keep in my credit card?
What's that? You want to, you probably want to have cash when you're there. They actually, in Japan, they still use cash a lot more than the United States. So it's not like the U.S. here where they use cards. You gotta actually. So that's why I showed you that coin was because like I also have their dollar somewhere or something. But cash is king there. So
Okay.
you just have to. I went. I traded mine in at the airport, U.S. dollars for yen.
Got you.
Yeah, so I had like oh well over 1,000 U. I had well over $1,000 in my pocket when I was in Japan. You don't have to worry that because it's a really safe country and people are not gonna attack you or rob you in Japan. It's very unlikely that you'll get your stuff stolen there. So people
Well,
and
that's
the reason
nice.
and the reason for that is because like I actually and what I respect it. I wish Americans were more this way as well. It's like you earn your you earn your stuff and like it's your respect of who you are to get what you earned and respect other people's stuff as well. That's my but um yeah, some places people would dress up in like anime stuff. I think that's like you would enjoy that kind of thing, having like this special like costumes on and stuff. Uh, Going to the concerts and listening to them do music. I went to a DJ club one night filled with. You could smoke cigarettes anywhere in Japan, by the way. They got flavored cigarettes too. They got like ones with like candy flavored
Oh,
cigarettes.
we're gonna have to smoke there.
Yeah, that there you got it. You actually, I didn't get the candy flavored cigarettes when I was there, but they had them. But like you can go in clubs like dance clubs, music clubs, and you can smoke. I was smoking cigarettes in the club while they were doing like a rave type of thing.
Oh, I'm
It was
so smoking there.
yeah. You got. I mean yeah. Fuck yeah. Um,
Oh, we're planning this trip, dude. We are so planning this
Weed is
way too much.
100%. You can't have weed. That's very illegal in Japan. 100 like there's no way you can have weed there. It's impossible. So that's
It's
out of the
not
picture.
legal there.
No, it's out of the picture. You cannot. It's just you'll go to prison if you're there with weed. You're not allowed to have weed there. But you can drink.
I can
You can drink
imagine.
on. You can drink on the streets. You can walk around like in the cities and drink alcohol
Now
pretty
that's
much.
fun.
Yeah,
I'm okay
outdoors.
with that. I
Yeah,
can live without weed.
yeah. You can smoke cigarettes everywhere. You can drink everywhere. Um, So yeah, you have beer like they have beer at all the 7-Elevens, which are everywhere. You just walk in, get a beer, walk out, and drink it while you're walking. Not every. I mean, it's not you. You kind of get a picture of things where to do it and not, but for us, if we were there, we're Americans. We don't know. We're not here. We're not from there. But like, if we go together, we can do that. It's kind of we'll make it happen. They don't give a shit.
We're, we're going to
You can
China.
break the rules there a little bit. Actually, you can get on trains for free and shit if you really want to. It's like, oh man, it's a good time for Americans to travel there.
We're going to China, man. We're going to China.
Not China,
We're doing
Japan.
it.
Fuck China.
Japan.
Yo,
I'm
China
going
would
to
be great.
Japan.
China would be great. I just their government's complete shit. I won't go there because their government. I appreciate the history there and all the beautiful things that are there, but because their government is such shit, I prefer to stay away from there if possible. Even to
I wonder
land
if
there
they
on a
got those
plane.
fancy toilets where they had that fancy spray. What like that South Park episode? Like, oh, you don't need toilet paper. Hmm. You know what I'm talking about? That South
Nah,
Park episode. Oh, you didn't see that one?
I might have. I just don't remember it off the top of my head.
Ah, damn. That was the funniest one.
Welcome to the Pedal to the Metal podcast, ladies and gentlemen. 2025 MAGA America. Trump won. Eagles won.
Yeah, make America
Yes.
great again. Go Eagles.
And the USA won in Canada against Canada in hockey. So,
I'm all about football.
uh, I'm all about the Phillies, man. Looking forward to the
The
baseball
Eagles.
season coming up. I hope the Phillies win this year. I know you're not into baseball, dude. Get into it. It's super awesome. A great way to enjoy a longer game.
Oh, that's right. Baseball season's coming up, isn't it?
It's coming up soon. Right now, we got basketball. March Madness is coming up. I'm not into basketball super much, but I don't think the Sixers are doing great from what I've seen. I've only seen like I haven't even watched the games, but I've seen their scores. They lost the last few days, but couple days at least. Maybe they're doing better than
Depending
I
on
now.
time, I
But
might watch because I usually get up around 8 p.m.
uh, yeah, basketball is a great sport though. Even though I don't watch it, I respect the heck out of those guys who do that game. Getting those points in 100 plus point games, that's a lot of effort and skill when you're facing great players defensively and having to attack through them, get them hoops, being able to make those jumps, being able to get it passes and all of that. It's a intense and it's a fast paced sport. So it's great for those guys. Big courts too, but full basketball courts are pretty big. I've seen them like compared to these half court things, like they're huge, bigger than I thought. Like when I've seen the full courts of basketball court, they're pretty big. I can imagine getting 120 points a game, or something like that. That's a lot of points, a lot of movement, even for a
Nice.
big team. Guess I'd be a Sixers fan. I might get into it more. I got some basketball buddies that are talking me into it. I'm gonna see if I can watch a couple games this season.
I miss watching. I went to a game once with my buddy Christian.
Nice.
It was a
Yeah.
blast.
Yeah, man. Sports are great. Fantastic.
I love sports. Not a huge baseball fan, though. Not really a huge fan.
I know what you mean. I was never a baseball fan at one point in my, well, that's actually I've been I was into baseball since I was a kid, but I never really played it as a sport as much as I could have. Um, yeah, it's great. Sports are great. Football is awesome. Getting into that a bit more. Um, watching even pickleball, new upcoming sport. Some of those players. Uh, golf is kind of cool to watch sometimes. Then there's so many other ones, like even volleyball is like interesting a little bit, but I don't even watch that one. That's like damn skiing, snowboarding. That's awesome to watch when they do those things. Uh, all the Olympics, rock climbing, um, running, swimming, pole vaulting, muscle lifting, uh, javelin throwing. They even do, dude. They use bows in the Olympics. They have bows there, bow stuff. They have a lot of stuff in that thing.
Cool.
Uh, yeah. But how you feeling, man?
I feel good, man. Just chilling, finishing up my drinks.
You got my iced tea. Fuck yeah. We've been at this for an hour and 30 minutes, dude. It's a long podcast.
Dude, we're still the bestest friends.
Cheers.
Powered friendship.
Yeah.
Well, we've been friends for like, what, 4 or 5 years?
Dude, I dig our contract we made even. That's the dopest thing is we got the podcast contract. That's what's up.
Yeah, I get like, what,
Oh,
40%
yeah, something
of
like
the
that.
money we make?
Yeah, we make
And
money. I forget. Yeah, it's something like that, I
yes,
think.
you do.
Yeah.
And there was something about being sued or whatever.
You know what?
Oh, sued
I I I
for
think that
like
contract needs we
performance.
need to like redo that contract, dude. It's actually kind of shitty, but we don't have to do it right away. I'm lazy on it. We'll do it someday. And what yeah, like we got Jake on our podcast all the time and other guests. If we can get more guests on and stuff, it's like we gotta make sure we have something figured out for them too. So it's like if we do make money, it's
Well,
like if they have
no, because it should be on us because we're the ones that's bringing them on the
oh,
podcast.
that makes
So
sense, I guess.
it's us that's doing that
Yeah.
part. And
Okay. Yeah, we're bringing value. You're right.
we are the reliable ones. We are the co-hosts and the ones that are doing the things.
Yeah.
So we are the
Okay.
reliable ones still.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're bringing value.
We're just the ones that bring them on, technically.
Hmm. Okay. I think
It's
I think
ours.
I think that makes sense.
And we're doing this alone still. So I think this is still ours. We just
Yeah.
come on occasionally.
Yeah,
So I don't think they need a contract, but I do agree that there does need to be changes on the contract.
yeah. Do you think of any at the moment that you want to talk about on the podcast
Um,
or off the podcast? That's cool too. We can just do that.
yeah, maybe off the podcast.
All right. Yeah, I haven't looked at it in a long time. I actually forget what's exactly on it. I just know it's outdated because like I actually made that with Grok or I made that with ChatGPT 3, the AI technology. I just had it write a contract for us about our podcast. And it's so outdated because I the way that the AI works now is I can make us a much better, more efficient contract than the one we have, which is like less efficient in terms of like being able to understand how things are. So like if we have an issue, we can look at it and we can say, okay, we already agreed on that. That makes sense. We so like then there's it's
Oh
like
crap! We should
yeah,
be
it's kind of
talking about the contract, should we?
what's that? Yeah, it's just fine. Yeah. And as long as like we both agree on it, we're both happy with it. That's what matters. Is that we it has to be a win-win, so we're both uh, acceptable of it, and it's works for both of us. That's what's most important. And then like if we have guests on, it's kind of like if we have other people on, we want to make things good for them too. We want to make sure everybody wins. We're all winning as much as possible. Let's be winners, right? I mean, fuck
Yep.
yeah. Oh man. We're yeah, we're at an hour and 30 minutes here. Dude, we did a lot of stuff in this one. It's good though, because we don't podcast as much as we used to. We were doing it pretty often, so like we're adding in the time now. We're getting in the extra minutes. There's always something good to cut out of these. If we do, because I think sometimes I think we do them too often, and we just don't know what to talk about because we do them. If we do them every day, it's like, oh, we just talked about that yesterday. But if we do them like once a week or twice a week at most, we might have more to like talk about.
Talk about.
Yeah, it's like because like I mean, I do. It's like whenever we can do them. Sometimes we do like it's just good to do them every day. Other times it's like if we don't have nothing to talk about, we maybe should just like take a day off and think
I
about what
agree.
we're gonna talk about, and then yeah, I gotta get us up on Apple, Spotify, man. That's where it's at. Uh, and Google Podcasts. I gotta get us up on those places. It's something I've been meaning
I
to
know I
do.
said this earlier, but I'm thinking of buying a motorcycle, man. I'm really thinking about it because I'm thinking about selling
Yeah,
my bicycle, and I think I decided I want a motorcycle because it's safer at driving at night because there's not as many crazy drivers. And okay, maybe still, I think it's not as less drivers at 7, but yeah, I'm thinking about getting a motorcycle because it's less on gas and it's still cheaper and it's more fun. It's always to get something like a Honda that's something slow instead of a Kawasaki being stupid and going fast. I'll be just safe.
yeah. Dude,
Like something small.
I'm telling you, save up for Japan, man. It's gonna be even better than a motorcycle if you're gonna save up for something.
Well, yeah, obviously, like do that first, and then a motorcycle, or save it for both.
Nice. Well, I can't even think of anything else to talk about in this podcast, man. You want to close this one out?
Yeah, I'm ready to close this out. I'm
Give us
about to
the
call it this.
closeout, dude.
Y'all have a great, wonderful night.
Yeah.
We all freaking love you. Y'all be chilling tonight. Y'all drink a beer. Y'all smoke a cig, or do what you do. Have a great, wonderful night. Peace out. Chill, chillax. We all love you. Peace out. Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts.